I mean, my soul's already taken by several things.
And we're live.
Oh, did I say that when we were already?
Yes, I
You
intentionally
don't get any
cut.
more time to pray
My
for
soul's
that.
already taken by several things.
And we're live.
Wait, do you have that
Oh.
on?
I did
You
not.
don't get any more time to
Just
pray
close out the
for
Twitch
that.
thing.
This is so annoying. And close that. Okay,
There you
cool.
go.
Now, we are not going to be listening to Echo the entire time.
Thank goodness.
That is very, very good. All right, so last time, you, having arrived in the holy city of Enevan, the heart of the holy island of Enevan, decided that you were going to explore the closest of the temples, which turned out to be a temple to
A big mistake.
Also that.
potentially, to Yohelm, the god of chaos. You met Abdul, the odd high priest to Yohelm, and almost died upon entering the first room when a dragon brought you within 5 points of death.
3
points of death, and Klaus avoided death only because he took half damage. So that was an excellent adventure with a necrotic black dragon of sorts.
Yeah, that was my nickname in high school.
Secret fled, and discretion is the better part of valor sometimes. And you waited it out. Then you went the other direction. You went with great fanfare through a room filled with gold piled up all over the place. And
Hey, I've been already died almost once. I was scared.
understandably, and you were scared again when you fell into the gold and it started like erupting all over the place. But with the help of a spider and some excellent rolls by both of you, you managed to make it through. Meanwhile, on the other side, Klaus encountered a fearsome and terrifying bullywug.
Don't want to talk about it.
And paid him a decent amount of money to let him through. You entered a room that was filled with water, secret, and Abdul, having gone through before you, promised that he had killed the baby kraken that was there, definitely, honestly, for real. Eventually, you swam for it. You made it without seeing anything in the depths, so good job, I guess. On the other side,
One more night without nightmares.
You know what? That's a good question. On the other side, Klaus, you made a literal deal with a devil, so that's going to go well. And then, Secret, you casually floated through an empty ethereal void space sort of area, and you were like, oh, this is just terrifying. But you made it. You both made it.
Basically all my worst fears. Caves, underwater, and sea.
Yeah.
Or in space.
Yeah, so it's great. So you both made it to the end. You carefully looked at what box do we want to open to get the magic item we want. You opened a box and realized they were all mislabeled. So you both do have a magical item now, but maybe not the ones you were looking for. Klaus used a spell to dimension door back to the entrance to bring with him your NPC friends so that they could also get magic items, and then you can trade them around, but let's be honest, you two are just planning to keep all of them.
Hey!
He went through the room with gold coins without much issue. It was still gold coins. When he opened the second door, he found that the room was entirely and completely changed. And that's where we will pick up. So as you are looking out, you see this snowy tundra that seems to extend as far as you can see.
But some say it's on a slight slope.
I would say no.
Fine.
Not down anyways. Nice try. But you do notice 50 feet away, there's a door which seems to just be standing there on its own, closed. Nothing behind it. But that's
Okay.
all you can see other than snowy fields in all directions.
And while I'm in the tundra, Secret's just relaxing.
I
that
believe that
correct?
we said she had started a rest, and we will determine whether that is a short or a long rest based on what happens.
Okay.
I'm just chilling out, maxing, relaxing, all cool with my friends shooting Devo outside of my school.
Yeah, while your friend's getting frozen to death. They didn't add that to the song. Alright, so I have put some thought into this. So this is going to be telepathic communication, for clarification. Quickly, I'm going to say each one of them not to move.
Okay.
Okay. Then to Eldith. Alright, so I've seen you use a bow before. Am I accurate on that you can use that?
Aye.
Okay. So I grabbed an enchanted bow. I don't know what it does, but I'm going to pass it to you. So that way you'll be armed.
She'll take it.
Okay. Reekses, do you still have the dagger I gave you back at your hometown?
Yes.
Okay, sweet. Hold on to that. Alright. And Spiderbait, you don't have any kind of weapon?
No.
Okay, I'm gonna give him that.
Muscle.
Well, I have an axe.
Okay.
Okay, so I give him the axe. Okay, now
Great.
to each one of them again, I'm gonna be like, okay, so don't move. Keep an eye on the perimeter. And I'm going to get us a tent so that we can get our bearings in peace.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm going to start for the hut.
Yeah, there's a 10-minute casting time. Okay, cool. So you will start your ritual and start casting that. I'm just rolling for fun. Don't worry about it.
Okay.
So everyone is standing very, very still.
Okay.
And what was your passive perception?
21 right now.
Yeah. Okay. So with your with that passive perception of 21, you can in fact notice that Reekses has gotten very still. Like he's just standing there,
All right.
almost frozen in place.
This is how you holding up there.
How are you saying this?
In his mind again.
Yeah. He's gonna can't move. Can't move.
Okay, so is it because of the cold or is it something else?
He gonna die.
How long has it been?
It's been about 4 minutes.
Okay. Wait a second. Do I have? I'm going to toss him some of the fine clothes the rest of the fine clothes that I have, so that he could put them on.
He is not moving at all. He's like,
okay. Then I'm gonna toss them on him.
Okay, thanks.
Does it warm him up any?
I can't move. Can't move. At this point, I think we should just roll initiative.
What?
Mm-hmm.
Oh my gosh, David.
So initiative, I got 18.
Ooh, nice.
That is pretty good. So you are going to be up first. And we will say that on your action, the NPCs will go as well.
Okay.
So, with your passive perception of 21, as you're looking around, you are able to see in a snowbank, not too far from you, two just like big red eyes just staring out of them. They're not like dragon sized, I want to clarify.
Okay.
They're like big, like maybe twice the size of a human eye. But maybe not that much.
Okay. So I'm gonna have Spider. Wait. So if I'm right here, or you said it was 50 feet. What is it?
Oh, yes.
That's 10, 20, 30, 40, 50 right there.
Mhm.
And then how far? 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. Is it like a perfect square room?
Oh, so the room does not have walls.
Okay, but you
It
said
just goes
50
as
feet.
far as you can see. Yep.
You said 50 feet
But
away,
50
though,
feet
is the
from
door.
you is the door, yes.
Okay.
And the eyes are like
So let's
right
say
here.
right there's the door. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50.
Yep.
Oh, I guess that would be right here. The eyes are right here?
Yep.
Like in the middle right there?
Yep.
Alright, so there's something right there. And then, do you have something that I can use for the other two?
Sure. Let's put that there. Yeah, why don't we use...
Actually,
they would not like us if we used their minis for NPCs.
here, I can just use these markers. Just thought about that. So,
Just to draw them on.
yeah, we got X's Eldith and Spider. Alright, so I'm gonna have Spider Bait grab Reeks's, because he can still move, right?
Yeah, he can move without
Alright,
problem.
so that's... I don't know, that would be like, I don't know, half feet? Or something like that.
Sure,
and I'm
it's
gonna
like
have him
5
move... He has 30 feet?
His movement is reduced by half if he's dragging somebody with him.
Okay, so he's used, say, like 5 feet to get,
Yeah.
just get there, and then, so he has 25 or...
You can call it 10.
10? Isn't that less than?
I'm generous.
Okay. So he'd be about right here.
Yep.
So, SR. Eldith, I'm gonna have her, so her speed is not reduced though.
Her speed is not reduced. She's gonna stay
Alright,
close
so
to them.
10, 20, and I'm gonna have her
Yep.
Vanguard. I don't know if that's the right word. But
okay.
she's coming over here, and I want her to attack with the bow.
Okay. So, what are you gonna tell her?
Attack with the bow.
Okay, sure. So, would you like to make an attack roll for her?
Sure.
I'll have her modifiers.
Okay. She got a natural 20.
Awesome. Okay. That will hit, in fact. Good news.
What's the damage roller thing for this? And it's a Cupid bow, right?
It is
something like that.
It is, in fact, yes.
Where there's that BDI thing, find true love.
Yeah, I'll roll the damage. Don't worry about that. Okay. And because you don't have the stats on that, do you?
Nope.
And then, what are you doing?
Well, do I roll the damage for that?
I rolled the damage for it.
Well, what was the damage?
A number.
Wouldn't I know? I thought this is on my turn.
No, it's not you. It's Elidith.
So she's my buddy. She can tell me. I think I heard it like 20 damage.
It's a mystery. What would you like to do?
So I'm gonna move to like right there.
Okay.
And I'm gonna do, since it did get damaged, I'm gonna do Toll the Dead.
Nice.
So that has to make a Wisdom saving throw.
That is a 15.
15? It just made it.
Okay.
Alright. That's all
Cool.
I can do at the moment.
Bursting out of this snowbank, you see a 12-foot, shaggy white hair Simeon. This is a Yeti.
Oh.
You've heard stories about these things, but you've never actually seen one. You thought that they were like, you know, a cute story that they tell kids to scare them or something. But no, this thing is very real, and it is very large. It is going to start moving towards you, Klaus, at you had a 1 in 4 chance, at a tremendous speed.
Tremendous. What are we talking size-wise here as far as how many tiles it takes?
It's 12 feet, so it's not like gonna be massive. We'll use this for now.
So it's 12 feet, not long. It's like
12 feet tall.
okay. So maybe. Oh.
It's going to run right up to you, and then just go, and just sort of lean towards you, but it's not going to attack you. It's your turn.
Can I try and talk to it without it being an action?
What would you like to say?
Telepathically.
Sure.
I'll be like, "Are you trying to hurt us?"
No.
Oh. I'm sorry then. What do you want?
I love you.
Dang.
Oh. Did you always love me?
Just a moment ago,
Okay.
I saw you, and my world changed.
Okay, while I'm talking, I'm gonna be having those two.
Okay.
I mean, they're gonna go to the door.
That's fine.
Well, actually, Spider Bait can only get like what 1, 2. He can only go 10 at a time.
Yeah, but he's not going to be attacking you right now, so you can consider yourself out of initiative,
Okay.
and they can just
So
drag
I'm gonna have
themselves
them
around.
keep going towards the door, while I will like talk, but like also back up while talking to it.
What are you gonna say?
I'm just gonna keep. You like it cold?
Yes.
Can I do a history check, see how much I know about this thing?
Sure.
I got 10.
Yeah. Mostly they're
Yeah.
thought to be legends.
So, you're not a legend.
No.
See. Well, it's
Are
been.
you going?
I gotta keep moving.
Don't go.
Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna have them open up the doors.
So as you open up the doors, he's going to like try to just run and like jump.
I'm
you,
gonna
like,
leap
Don't
through
go.
the door.
I'd like you to
That's
make
right.
a
Go for what you want.
What is wrong with you, Noah?
make a dexterity or acrobatics check
win.
of your choice.
Well, I got a 1, so I don't. It don't matter.
So as your friends burst through the door, it's gonna like just jump and tackle you and hold you and be like, "Don't go, don't go." You are considered restrained.
I'm gonna ask Elith to come back and help me, and have Spider Bait put down Geekses to also do that.
They're gonna just like kind of stand in the door and be like, "Do what?"
Get it. Help pull me out.
If they start to move towards it, he's gonna look up and snarl at them.
Okay. So his arms are like by me, or okay. But are my hands movable? Like.
I mean, you're just like laying on your back, like looking
But
up.
can I
at
move
this
my
thing.
hands at all?
Yeah.
So could I do a somatic?
What would you like to do?
I'm gonna do produce flame on
Okay.
my hands
Yeah, you can do that.
and burn it.
So if you produce flame, I don't know if you knew this or not, but Yetis are very afraid of fire.
That's what I was hoping.
Yep. And so as you do this, it's gonna be like ooh, and like back up.
Okay, now can I bolt?
Yep, you can bolt.
Okay, I bolt.
Are you gonna close the door or leave it open?
We're closing this door.
You close that door shut. Slammed.
Alright, sweet.
And you are no longer in that room.
You're just gonna leave him?
Oh, I left him.
Like you're ashamed of him or something?
No, like I have places to be and not Yetis to love.
He is a real heartbreaker, that Klaus.
The Heartbreak Kid.
So, this next room, as you look around, feels familiar. You didn't spend a long time in the Underdark,
Oh,
but it's dark. And there
Come
are cave
on.
walls, and you're like, yeah, this is familiar. And you're in a rough, clearly not intentionally cut cavern. And on the far side, again,
how far?
this one's 70. You see a door.
Alright. So, can I see anything with my dark vision plus my passiveness?
Yes, with your dark vision and passive perception of 21, you can indeed see something fairly large off and to the right.
So, to this right?
Yes,
About where?
halfway.
Like right here?
Yep.
How many squares, just for reference sake, since it's large?
Right there. It's going to take 2 squares.
Or
it's-
like 4.
Yeah, like 4.
Okay, so there's something there.
Yep. And as you look over there, you see these bright, glowing yellow eyes that
Is Geeksy stalled, by the way?
he is still like these bright yellow eyes pierce your soul. I need you to make a Constitution saving throw.
Oh,
Oh,
come
no.
on. Okay, that should be that should be good though. Constitution 19.
Yeah, you're fine. Let's quick
It'll
make
take
some...
more than that. Beady-eyed thing.
Cool.
Oh, did you just go for everyone else?
I did, yeah. So you recognize this. Well, make a history check for me, just to see how much you know about it.
Okay, sweet, 19.
Yeah, so you recognize this from drawings of basilisks, and you're like, yeah, that thing can turn people to stone. And as you look to the side, you see Elodith,
Oh wait,
whose skin is starting to turn a little gray.
so with my
And
Medusa
her
eye
movement is
though,
getting slow.
could that help counter it?
I mean, you're not turning to stone.
I know that, but I'm saying in general, would the Medusa eye counter that?
I don't know. You have an eye patch on.
Well, I mean, I have a thing over, but I could still look out. So I'm just gonna close my one eye then.
Which eye?
The eye that's not Medusa's eye.
You have a cover over the Medusa's eye currently.
I have a slash over both my eyes so that no one could tell that anything
Okay.
was going over.
Got you. So you're closing the other eye. Yeah. You don't feel any negative effects at this point.
Sweet. Elith, I'm gonna need you to look down, please.
She's gonna be like, it's hard. And she's gonna like slowly turn her head down.
Do I know how to counter that? Like, how to...
Magic?
No, I mean, but like, do I know like a remedy for that? For if we get her out of this room.
Magic.
Great. Alright. So, I'm gonna do Produce Flame and thaw out Geekses real quick, and then ask Spider-Bait to grab Eldith.
So, yeah, if you're like trying to thaw Reeks out, he will eventually thaw. It was magic, by the way. But so now he can move freely. And what were you saying to Spider-Bait?
Tag, grab Eldith.
Okay.
Oh, you guys ain't wise. Or constant. You guys...
3 and 8, respectively.
Alright. Do I know from history said challenge rating of a basilisk?
Roll for metagame knowledge.
What's the modifier for that?
0.
Oh, that's 16.
Sorry, it's on page 24. That's higher.
What? That's what you were basing off of? That would have been possible.
Metagame knowledge is not allowed.
But I know history. I should be able to at least gauge toughness.
I mean, you're pretty sure that if your whole party was here, you could beat up on this thing.
Whole party, meaning those two in secret?
Yeah.
Or are you talking about like the party as in the whole group when we were in the Underdark?
Oh my goodness.
You just know that this thing is big, that it looks gnarly, and that it's not currently trying to eat you.
Okay.
Can I
Okay.
just assume it's a long rest? What I'm taking?
We'll see how long this goes.
So it's not moving right now.
It's not moving right now.
All right. So keeping my Medusa eye on it, but having Weeks' turn around, I would now kind of try to get the tent going.
Okay. So, seeing two of the four of you slowly, seemingly in the process of petrifying, you having turned your back.
I didn't turn my back.
No?
I said I was keeping my Medusa eye on it.
Oh, you're keeping your Medusa eye on it, and Reeks's was turning its back.
But he's still right next to me.
Right. I will need you to roll initiative.
Oh, come on!
Oh my gosh.
17.
Okay. That's not too bad. It's better than it rolled, so you get to go first. So, you start to see, like, movement.
Can I do a medicine check on petrification? Or is that an action?
So, you see that it is just starting to move. You can take your action to investigate them and do a medicine check.
But then I wouldn't have an action?
Correct.
Okay, because I was trying not to lose an action. Alright. But the door is right there.
The door is right there.
Okay.
Can you draw Reeks as an Elidith and Spiderbait on that?
Yeah. But I guess he's like right there. Yeah. And then...
And those two are in the process of petrifying.
Okay.
And they can move slowly still. But they're like...
Does that mean they could fly?
What are you doing?
Oh. So as an action, I will cast Fly on myself and Reeks's. Reeks's is the same size as Spiderbait, right?
Spiderbait is larger, however...
Or is he smaller than Eldith? Alright, he's the same size as Eldith?
So Reeks's is the smallest of them. Elidith is the largest. Sorry, Spiderbait, Elidith, Reeks's is the size order. You are larger. You are large enough to carry any of them.
Yes. Can Spiderbait carry any of them?
Could Reeks's carry any of them?
Yeah, that's what I meant.
Yes, but he'll be like a little low flying in, like.
Okay, I'm just gonna do. I'm gonna grab Spiderbait since he's the largest. Reeks is gonna grab Eldith, and we're both going to fly dash to the door, which is 120 feet.
So casting fly is your action. So you can't dash. That's also.
I thought dashing was. Oh no, that's if you're a rogue. Okay, well then I'm just gonna fly, but like kind of at an arch.
Right. So you'll be flying up.
Well, I meant like an arch as in going circular.
Cool.
Reeks is just gonna head straight to the door and open it, and then go through it.
Okay. So Reeks's is gonna be like flying low along the ground, carrying Elidith like bump, 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 because she's a little thicker than he is. He's a tiny little kobold. You'll be making your move. While that is gonna happen, this grayish blue creature is gonna dart out of the shadows at you. He is going to go for Reeks's and Elidith, who are the smaller ones and closer.
Uh-oh.
Oh, we're in range for opportunity attacks?
No, it's just gonna like make a run and slash. But as he does,
I saw that one.
Yeah, I was gonna say he completely missed. And yeah, they get through. So Reeks's and Elidith are to the door. They can open it and go through.
Okay.
So let's move you.
Yeah, so I think I flew to about right there. With... Unless... Yeah, with...
So I think you're going to be a little farther back than that. Because it is a
60?
parabolic. Well, but you're curving there, yeah?
Yeah, so if those are half, so that would be 10, 20, 30, 40.
You're flying at a diagonal. Hang on. 5 squared plus 5 squared, 25, 50. The square root of 50 is 7. It's about 7 feet to fly diagonal through a square.
7 feet. Alright, well that's 40 right there, so if that's the
Okay.
case,
Yeah.
then I would be like right here.
Okay, cool.
And I have spider bait with me.
You can draw the basilisk up on you at this point.
Up
However,
on me.
yeah, he made a.
So he's like right here? Or closer?
He's like right here.
Oh.
You can get to the door. He just is gonna take an opportunity attack when you go.
Okay. Even if I disengage?
You may disengage.
Okay, I'm disengaging.
Disengage.
Flying through the door.
Break into the door. Slam it shut. You're out of initiative. And Secret, you have finished a short rest.
Short rest.
Woo!
See, that wasn't too bad. I'm not a monster.
Unlike the book held you back.
57 points of necrotic damage says otherwise, sir.
Okay, Secret.
You know how it
That
is.
did not go according to plan. These rooms change. So there was no water pit. There was
Oh, God.
there was no space void. It was a yeti and it was a basilisk. And I
Oh my
closed the
gosh,
door
maybe-
behind me.
The rooms reflect our personalities,
What are you trying to say here?
and mine were peaceful expanses of nature, and yours were chaotic animals and creatures.
So if I recall, you saying that you had quite a difficult time. How are you having a difficult time and it's peaceful? All right, let's just get these
I think
boxes
that just
open.
speaks to the dichotomy of
Oh,
personality.
wait. Do you know how to unpetrify things? Because these two are turning into stone right now.
Oh
Which
my gosh, what did you do to them?
It was the basilisk! Can I do a
Um,
medicine check now? Or Arcana, whichever one's supposed the better one?
Would
You
cure?
do not need to, actually. Because at this point, out of the basilisk's gaze and with some time, they are able to start moving
Okay.
a little more freely. And the effect
Phew.
seems to have worn off, and they passed the Constitution saving throw.
Okay, sweet.
So
All right.
none of your friends are stoned.
Can you guys do us a favor now that I got you here and open up these boxes?
Yeah, everybody pick your favorite box.
So remind me which boxes you
Oh, can we-
opened.
So
can
she
go
has the
over
boots,
the
I
ones
had
that
the
are left
bow.
to me?
The boots and the bow.
Right?
Okay.
Noelle, that's what you had, right?
Say it again.
You had the boots, didn't you?
Yes.
Okay. And then I had the bow, which I just gave to Eldith.
Cool.
You gave it to Elodith.
Yeah,
Oh, I
she
see
shot
that.
the Yeti and made it fall in love with me.
And that saved you a lot of trouble, I might add. A lot of trouble. Okay, so that being the case, since there are only 3 remaining boxes and you have 3 remaining people, you can just get the items out. The one that Reeks's opens has like a weird looking mask with like sort
So
of
that's the mask of
face
many
like,
faces.
and he's like, and he like puts it on, and then a minute later he's like, and then he looks like you, and he's like, blah 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 blah
Is
blah
that what you
blah
think of
blah
me?
blah 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 blah
That's
blah
cool.
blah.
Oh, sorry. Cut off.
And then he'll
Oh,
transform
you guys-
into looking a bit like Secret, and he'll be like blah 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 blah. That's the one that he's got right now.
All right.
Spiderbait opens.
It's such a good imitation. Secret's not even offended.
Yeah, I really captured your essence.
Reverent and strong.
Okay.
Spiderbait opens one, and it is going to be a silvery, shimmery kind of cloak. And he's gonna be like, "Huh," and he's gonna like wrap it around himself. And it looks shimmery, but doesn't seem to do anything else.
Spiderbait. That's actually the one I wanted. Do you mind if I take it?
What do you have?
I had that bow that Eldith has. But what if you
So
got
you-
whatever Eldith opens up? Which should be a bag.
Elodith does indeed open a box, and there is just a little bag in there. And she's gonna be like, I mean, you gave me the bow, didn't you?
Yes.
Thanks.
So can I have the bag?
No
Make a
sound?
persuasion check.
Listen, I will kill some NPCs. They-
You
20.
ain't gonna touch a hair. and I
Natural
go
20.
Elvis head.
It's
With a natural 20, she will reluctantly hand you the bag.
alright. So you can have this bag in exchange for that.
He's gonna be like, what's in it?
Can I open it up?
I mean, yeah, you can open it up, and you can see that down in the bottom of this bag, there are 10 what look to be egg-shaped orbs. Or not orbs, but like egg-shaped objects of different colors. Green, purple, red, blue. And there's a very light mist inside of the bag, but it does not come out of the bag when you open it.
So I show it to him. What's in there?
Mm-hmm.
Alright.
He's gonna be like, what is that?
It looks like there's some kind of egg things, which is probably more helpful for you than it would be for me.
Huh?
Why?
Because you don't fight up close typically. In fact, you usually just try and steal things' attentions away, like when we were fighting the king. What was his name again?
The Pudding King.
The Pudding King.
That's true.
So you could probably use these to add to that distraction.
Make a persuasion roll, add a d4, because you did a good job of persuading him.
Okay, well that's a 16 plus persuasion.
Mhm.
Well, I'm already at a 22.
Add the d4 just for
Oh my
fun.
goodness.
Okay. Okay, 25.
Yeah, 25 is pretty persuasive. He'll be like, yeah, okay, sure.
So we trade?
And he'll trade you.
Okay,
And
sweet.
he'll-
So I have the Cloak of Displacement?
Mhm.
Sweet.
Yeah. And he's going to be like, I wonder what
A
these
shudder
do.
goes down Secret's spine.
Why?
Klaus is a little too eager to get his hands on that cloak for Secret's comfort.
So, would you like... Why don't you do this honor for me, David? Would you roll a d10 for me?
Okay. I got a 10.
Excellent. As he reaches into the bag and pulls out one of these little eggs, it
Oh.
starts like shifting and like growing, and he's like, and he like tosses it out, and it lands on the floor with a splat, and it's just like a fish that kind of just flops there, like, and he's
It
like,
reminds me of Pokemon.
oh, that wasn't so bad. And he's gonna go over and dispatch of the fish with
The axe.
pretty quick order because he has an axe and it's flopping around on the ground. And he has dinner now. So, you've all got your items, and you're gonna hear a like.
Wait a minute, what does
Uh.
Elodith have?
Eldith now has the bow. So Reex's has the Mask of Many Faces, which you were interested in. So you can try and give him boots in exchange.
I think she might have. Sorry, could you say that again? You froze for a second.
Oh. I said, Eldith walks over and gives Reese's a big fat kiss.
Elodith does, or you do?
Eldith.
So you're not entirely in control of what your NPC friends do. I don't.
Secret nudges Eldith and says, "Hey, look at the biceps on Reese's."
She's gonna be like, he's the smallest one here.
Small but mighty. You know what would be really cool? Is if we got that mask.
Okay, you could trade him.
What if we shot him with that love button?
Am I hearing this?
Are you trying to be sneaky or not? So, Secret, are you trying to be sneaky with all this or no? I think she froze and we lost her. Well, due to technical difficulties.
I'm whispering
hear.
in her ear.
Oh, you whisper in her ear. Okay, there we go.
With my perception, though, I would notice that she's whispering, so can I listen?
Make a stealth check, but his passive is 21, so he's got a hard DC to pass there.
Oh.
Okay, we did just lose her, so we're gonna go to break, and we'll be back once we can connect. And we are back. So, you were going to make a stealth roll to see if you could do this secretly without Klaus noticing.
Oh, dang. I got a 4.
I noticed.
Yeah, he definitely notices.
Wait, what was his roll?
I mean, my passive is 21.
His passive perception is 21. Reeks is his main boost is a +5 to your passive perception. So Klaus, you definitely hear her.
Yeah, you're not about to shoot him with a bow. Why don't you try talking to him?
Hey, Reese's.
La?
How you doing, buddy?
Pretty good.
It must have been kind of scary going through all those rooms. Say, do you think you're more interested in that mask or these boots?
Mask is pretty fun.
What do those
What
boots
do
do?
boots do?
I think they can make you run really fast.
Is that what the boots do?
Have you... Show me. Show me fast.
Why don't you put them on and test them yourself?
Okay. He's going to, like, take the boots and put them on and, like, run across the room, and he'll be like, Rixus is very fast. Rixus is always very fast.
Not always. I've been noticing ever since we've been trapped in the Underdark. You
Telepath.
put on some weight and slowed down, but these boots, it's like you're in chariots of Rixus fire.
Telepathically, I'm gonna communicate to her because I remember what those boots do, don't I? Because I did the Arcana check on them.
Yeah.
So what did they do?
Once you're attuned to them, you can levitate while you're using them. Or it's not like a controlled levitation, it's just you can choose to like just turn off gravity for just yourself, the wearer of the boots, basically.
Okay.
Yeah, but Klaus didn't tell Secret that, remember?
That is great. So, I don't think those boots do that. Why don't you try focusing?
What you told me.
Huh?
That's what you told me.
Well, that's what I thought. I guess my reference is wrong. So why don't you try thinking about floating?
Wait, what else did you get wrong?
Well, I didn't know about that bag was going to throw out a fish.
Do they make you float, Rexus?
He's gonna be like,
oh my god.
No.
Wait.
At this point,
well, what about they're just styling and the latest cuts out of cute.
Do they have to be attuned to?
And make your calves look really cute.
All right. How about this? I would know how to attune them, though, right?
Yeah, he just has to wear them for an hour.
So how about this? Why don't we rest up? Give those boots wear them for about an hour. Once we do that, we can test them out again for you. But I'm gonna do the tiny hut because I have no spell slots. So before we go throughout these doors again, I think we should do a rest.
Sounds good. As you begin to set up the hut, as you begin to take your short rest, or did you want to long rest, actually?
I was gonna do a long rest, so I get all my health
We
points
can
back.
might as well long rest, yeah.
Yeah.
Sure.
But during that time, I want to redo my familiar, which is the last of my components, so I'll have to restock on that. So that way this is back. And then the other amount of times, I want to keep inspecting that thing I got from the demon.
Yeah.
Or the devil.
The devil, yeah. So as you take the time to set up this hut, I assume that you are going to allow all of your friends that you see into this hut.
Why are you saying it like that? All the friends that I see.
If you
Do
look
we want to
around
let the weird
and see
chief
one of your
priest
friends,
in?
are you letting him in? I'm not saying if you see Abdul, are you letting him in? I'm saying all of
Just
your
my
friends.
friends.
Just your friends that you see.
Yes.
Okay.
Wait a minute. Who exactly are we letting in the tent?
Everyone that's our friends, so the 5 of us.
So if you see someone and you recognize them as your friend, you are letting them in.
Yes.
Wait a minute.
Well, specifically these 5.
These 5, yes.
Okay.
Alright, so you let Reekses and
Wait.
Elidith and Spiderbait and Secret and Reekses in.
No, not doubles.
Okay. Which Reekses are you going to let in? Because as you're like just finishing, you're like, wait, there's 2 Reekses.
Wait, there's doubles.
Oh. I'm gonna use my passive detect magic to see which one really has the boots.
That is fair. Yeah, okay, you can find the real one by doing that.
I'll be like, Abdul, get out of here!
Abdul is...
I say, Abdul, would you mind hanging out here with us for a while until we're ready to go back?
No, I want to concentrate in this tent. I don't want him there.
Abdul would be like, I would love to! But you are the one who gets to let people in.
Yep.
Well, no, he can just sleep outside the tent.
Yeah, that's fine with me if he wants to sleep outside, because I can turn off the sound.
You're like, yeah, that would be fine. That would be great.
Awesome. We're going to just take a little nap, but if you want to hang out outside our tent, we'd love to keep traveling with you. You're lots of fun.
I know. I definitely am. I'm impressed with your ability to tell who is who. But yeah, sounds good. So you can long rest. I'll let you do that.
Okay.
Abdul will sleep outside.
Do I figure out that pendant thing, or I have to roll for it?
Do make an investigation roll.
How many can I do within 8 hours? Because I don't need sleep.
That's true, you don't. You can make 4 rolls.
4 rolls! Well, first is a 1. And this is Arcana?
This is Arcana.
Alright, so that's technically a 7. And then 21.
Okay.
And then an 11. And then a 12.
Yeah. So, as you look at this pendant that you're just like holding up here, it was clearly designed with some obscuring magic to make its purpose difficult to discern. As you are spending time investigating, the 1 doesn't really help you, but like the hour where you roll a 21, although you don't determine what it is, you...
Wait, are these for hour increments? So shouldn't I get at least 7 of them?
No, because you still have to rest.
Yeah, it's part rest. It says that in the description.
I'm going to say...
You could study.
Does it say that?
Yeah.
Okay, you could take 4 more then.
I will bring it up just to confirm. Traits and features? Path to the tomb. You gain the benefits of a long rest while doing light activity.
Okay. Yeah. I'll let it go.
Sweet. Alright, so I get another 4.
Yeah. This is slightly different than the way they've ruled it, but
Alright,
that's
so 24, 12, 22, unnatural 20.
so you've studied it over and over. About the third eye roll, you have like what you feel like is a bit of a breakthrough. If you like turn it and look at it from this particular angle, you can like stare into the thing, and if the light is just so like you can start to have like flashes of visions, but then it's gone. It's like hard to do quite right, but then you practice again for another hour, and you can pretty consistently like stare into it and like see shapes moving. They are a little wispy and shadowy in these visions, and so you don't quite have a clear view of it yet. They seem vaguely humanoid. You feel like you're getting close to figuring out what this thing is. You've made a lot of progress. This is actually good.
Okay.
This, if you were not doing this this is 8 hours of study that you're doing in one rest. Somebody else might take them a lot longer to figure this out. You're doing a good job. You don't
Okay.
quite know what it is yet, but you're getting close.
Better not be wasted time.
We'll find out.
While he's doing that, since an hour has passed, is there any progress with Rexus and the boots?
Yeah, so when you wake up, if you like look up, you can see Reex's like gently floating on the ceiling of the tent.
Rexus!
Like bump, 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 like bumping.
Oh my
against
gosh! How did you want to do that?
it. Just relaxing.
Wow, you're amazing. Do you like it? Is it fun?
Yes.
Telepathically to
really
Reeks
cool,
is I'd be
especially if
like,
you have to go
do you
back to
mind
that
giving
room with the
Secret the
boys.
mask? She really wants that.
You're okay. Boots is fun.
Okay, thank you.
He's gonna be like, but first of all, and then he is going to like change his look so that he looks like a much smaller version of Clade, and be like, not rah, 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 rah. And then he'll like take the mask off, and he looks like Reex's again, and he gives it to you.
A shudder goes down Secret's spine as she takes the mask.
I forgot about Tin Man.
Thanks, Rexus.
Lots. You've long rested. You have your spells and your hit points and everything back.
All right, which door do we want to take?
Make sure I put my spell slots back. There we go.
As the tent gently descends, Abdul is going to be there, and he's gonna and have like a tiny backpack on his back, and like really tight knee-high socks and like shorts, and be like, "All right, where to today?"
Wow, Abdul, nice cab.
Thank you. He'll tip a tiny cap.
So what are you going to put in these boxes now that we took all of them?
New stuff.
How long does it take you to restock?
Trade secrets. Why do you want to know?
Well, if you
Well,
get 5
do you
items
get to
every
see
single
anything out of
time,
the
in
boxes?
theory, we could just keep circulating.
1 per customer.
I thought you said 1 per passerby.
1 per customer. Don't be greedy now.
Abdul, do you get to pick?
Do I look like I pick anything around here?
Yeah, you look like you should be in charge.
Yep, I am in charge.
You don't look like you should be in charge.
But I am.
I elbow Klaus.
Alright, let's just
So
go.
how many doors do we see?
So there's the left and the right. There, the 2 passageways. You have your choice on which you would like to open.
It doesn't seem like it's going to matter which one we open. It's going to be random, whatever's behind it. So let's just go for whichever one's closer.
Okay, but I don't want to go through the one you came through.
Okay. Do you mean the one that I came through? Which time?
The one you came through originally, the first time.
Okay, so we're going to the one on the
All the
right.
demons and creatures.
If we're facing them, it would be the one on the right.
Yeah.
Right?
Mhm.
Okay, so we're heading towards that door then.
All right.
Yeah.
So Abdul will be like, "Bye. See you on the other side."
I'm
And,
told
like,
you're not
just
coming
wave
with
at
us. You were so much fun to travel with.
Yeah, okay, I am fun to travel with. Sure, why not?
Awesome.
He'll come with.
Great.
He's like, my persuasive charms.
I'm just gonna throw up my hood.
Keep
walking.
Okay,
So
I open the first door.
you open the first door.
I don't step inside, but I look through the doorway.
Yeah, that's fine. Abdul is gonna just shove you into the room.
All of us?
Okay.
No, just the person who opens the door.
Oh, okay, it's a secret.
Yeah.
I
But
try my best to grip the door handle.
sure, make a strength check.
Tariq says I'm gonna tell him to get the dagger ready. Keep it on hand.
Mhm.
Same to think Spider Bait and Eldest to keep a bow ready.
17.
Yeah, so you can resist, and he can't shove you in. He's just gonna be like,
I give him the gritted teeth. Abdul, that wasn't very nice.
nah.
So what do we see in the room?
It's a long hallway. It's the length of this map. It's
Oh,
long
jeez.
and narrow. So it is.
So we'd be like right here, right?
And it's just.
Because we didn't walk in yet.
Correct.
So we'd be going single file, essentially?
No, so it's 20 feet wide, but then it's very long.
So how do you feel about taking point and then the four of us will be right behind you.
Can you trace that?
Abdul, what do you know about this room?
Well, not a lot. They change pretty frequently.
This reminds me of Final Fantasy 12. The wall comes and starts attacking you.
Hey,
I died to it so many
Why don't you
times.
use your levitating boots and levitate a little bit down the hallway and see if you see anything?
Well, the levitation makes you go upwards. It's not like flying.
Oh, you can only go up and down.
He could like follow something. Like if he had a ceiling, he could run across it using his hands. But you don't have freedom of mobility.
So it's essentially like weightlessness in space. So when he uses it, he'll be like an astronaut sort of floating around. And he can like bounce off of things.
That's fine. Yeah, he can use the wall or the ceiling.
Yeah, I don't think I want Weeks' taking point here, because he's one of the weakest people we have.
I've just had bad experiences with the floor before, so I thought it'd be good to have somebody who didn't have to touch the floor.
What's other torches?
No.
Oh.
So Abdul is gonna be like, you guys are boring. And he'll just walk into the room. Or into the hall. And so he'll be like, doo-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo, down this red velvet carpeted hall. And he's going to walk, and he's like, door, doo-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo, door, doo-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo, door. And then he'll get to the end and be like, door.
So
there's
still
also
a door
there's a
down
door,
there?
a fourth door down there, yeah.
I see. So it's
So there's 3 doors on the side of this hall, all on the left side, and there's a door at the end. And he'll be like, look, no traps. And he'll just like go jumping up and down on the carpet all the way down the hall. And he's like, nothing, just doors.
This guy doesn't have an honest bone in whatever body he has.
Oh, dang. You know what, Abdul? I'm going to follow you.
Great!
I take out my sword, and I follow in his footsteps.
And the four of us will follow behind you.
Each doorway, I dart and past it.
Okay.
Quickly.
Yeah. So you can dart past all of the doors.
So we're just going all the way down?
You can walk all the way down. Nothing happens as you walk past the doors. There's no movement or anything.
I don't know if this door is the right one.
Are you saying the one at the end of the hall?
Do any of the doors have writings on them?
Yes.
Okay.
And they all say door. in different languages.
Do any of them have different magic behind them with detect magic, like different school?
I want to make sure.
I'm finally getting these invocations down to use them more frequently.
Yeah. So, if you do detect magic, you can tell nothing. Other than that,
Dang.
So they're all
Something
like the
about-
same.
something about
Third,
you can't detect any magic behind any of them.
Okay, but the doors themselves
the-
aren't magical
the
then?
last
You
door
can't
on the
detect anything
side.
magical about them.
Okay. What'd you
The
say?
last door. The last door on the side. I would like to step towards it and see if I can hear anything.
Yeah.
On the other side of it.
Make a perception check for me.
I got 15.
It is perfectly still. You don't hear anything.
I'm gonna try that at this door.
Yeah, make a perception check.
Perception. That would be, it was 9, so 15.
It is perfectly still. You don't hear anything.
Alright.
Klaus, what if we knocked on one of these doors?
Okay, so I was thinking about just opening one, but we could try
Okay,
knocking.
well, sure. We can do that.
Alright, but in my offhand, I'm gonna do produce flame
Mhm.
in it, and then with my left hand, I'm gonna open the door slowly.
Yeah. You open the door slowly, and you see a long hall, about the length of the one that you're in. But it's empty. There's nobody in there, but you see doors on the side of that hall as well.
Oh dear.
Uh-oh.
But I don't
Okay,
see
Klaus, what
us,
if we
right?
open-
So it's not
You
like
don't, no, you don't see yourself.
Okay.
Klaus, what if we opened the next two doors at the same time?
So you mean the one on the farthest end over here?
She means both.
So the one at the end of the hall, and then the one door in the middle of the side.
So
Okay,
he
well,
just
we
opened the middle of the side.
Yeah, so I'll let you
Oh.
open yours, and then I can open mine. Let's open them at the same time. Ready?
Okay.
Alright,
Yeah.
so 1, 2, 3, open. And I start the flame.
Okay, so you see a long and empty hall, the same as before.
Okay.
I need you to make a dexterity saving throw, Noel.
And I did
Oh,
keep that door
gosh.
open for specification.
Mhm.
Okay, so actually I'm gonna just draw it in, kind of like open.
Come on. I got 12.
Okay. That means you are going to take 13 points of damage as this hot liquid like starts pouring down, and you're like, "Oh gosh, this is a trap!" And as
Slam the door shut.
slam the door shut, I assumed. And you're like, "Bad."
So I have an idea.
I
then.
would like to take my sword and carve an X on the door.
Yeah, you can do that.
Alright, so I'll put an X here.
No, the one on the end.
What?
She opened
She's
the
the
door.
one that opened this one. I opened this one.
Is that true? Did I do that backwards?
Yeah, because she asked me to open up the one on the far end, and she was listening to this.
My
door.
apologies. You will
Yeah.
need to make that dexterity saving throw for me.
Well,
I misunderstood. So you can retcon that. Secret, you see along an empty hallway. You, on the
Yay!
other hand.
what was it? Dex?
Mm-hmm.
Alright, so together with Noelle's bonus, 8.
Okay. So as you open this, you imagine that if you had rolled a little higher, you would have like ducked back and only taken 13 points of damage.
Oh no.
But as
Oh,
you
no.
just open this door and start to step out, you take 26 points
That's
of
what I
damage
thought.
instead. As this hot liquid just like falls down on you, and you're like, ah, it burns!
We just had that long rest.
And I assume you would like to jump back and shut the door.
Yep, that's
Yep.
what I'm doing.
Yep. So,
And I'm gonna put some burn marks on it to mark it.
yeah.
Alright, so these doors are... I have an idea. Give me some time, and I'm gonna start the ritual for Unseen Servant.
Yeah.
Ooh, good idea.
Alright, so we're given 10 minutes here?
So yeah, you just take 10 minutes to sit around.
Well, actually, why don't we just make it a short rest, and I'm going to use a hit die.
Sure, you can take a short rest.
Okay, so I'm going to do a hit die, and I'm going to check out the pendant one more time.
Okay, yeah.
So, oh, come on. Alright, so I get 3 hit points back.
Okay.
Oh, though I just remembered that no one does have some healing things, I guess, so that's not awful. And then my unseen servant, and now for my insight, that's 16 for the pendant.
Excellent. So, as the shapes in the vision start to clarify, you can see both devils and non-devil like humans in the visions, but that's about it.
Okay. So I'm going to have my servant open up the last door now that we're done with our little rest thing here.
He opens the door.
Okay. And does he see anything? Or anything happen?
Nothing seems to happen, but you can't see through his eyes. So
yeah, so I'm going to walk over.
Yeah, so he sees the same thing. He sees a long hall with doors on the side and one on the end.
So, Sia, what if we keep the door open, but one of us walks in there and we try the doors that are in that room while the door remains open?
I think we should have somebody stand by the door to make sure it doesn't.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. So how about this? I'll have myself, my servant, and Reexes will go into the room, and we can test out the doors one by one. If you, Eldith, and I'll also bring Spiderbait, I guess. So we'll go in there, and you and Eldith can stay by the door.
Okay.
So which one do you think we should try out? The middle, the one on the left, or the one on the right?
Let's do the middle.
Okay. So show stand here, and I'm going to go in there. And you said it was basically set up the same way?
So you're walking into the middle door?
Yeah.
Cool. I would like you to make a dexterity save for me.
Oh, come on. So, wait. That'd be 13.
Okay, cool. So you are able to, as you step out into the floor, be like, this is an illusory floor. And I used to detect magic while the door was closed, not while the door was open. And you are falling. And as you fall through this illusory floor, you look down and you're like, pit of spikes.
So Reexes can do his boots, and I'm going to cast fly.
Okay.
And I'll grab Spiderbait too. Because
Great.
we were all walking through there, weren't we?
You were. So as you start to fall, you're like, nope. And you can do that. And you avoid all the damage that was about to be rolled.
Oh my.
As you just hover there and you're like, who designed
So is there
a place
anything
like this?
not illusionary in this room? Or
I mean, currently you're just in a pit.
The spikes.
okay, yeah.
The
So I
spikes
mean,
are
there's
not
no doors.
So yeah, if you go to the doors, you can open them.
Alright.
Would you like to? There are 3 and 1 on the end.
Yeah, I wish I had Mage Hand.
Right, I was just thinking that.
Why? I didn't know you had
Or
that.
a thing from the Addams family.
Thing from the Addams. So the thing is if I take damage, then because right now I'm going to use this. I have concentration going on. So if I open up the door and I take damage, I might fall into that pit of spikes. So how about I just fly myself back here?
Okay.
And I'm gonna come check out.
But what
this.
if you open the door and flew behind it, like stay behind it as you open it?
What if I try blasting the door, actually? So I'm going to fly back out there, and I'm just going to do Eldritch Blasting from 2 of my hands at 2 of the doors.
Yeah. Roll to hit. No, you know what? You can just shoot over and over until you hit them. You can hit the doors.
Okay, do I have to roll damage?
What would you like to do? Would you like to hit them over and over, or what?
I mean, do they not break or anything?
No, they're pretty solid doors.
Oh, come on.
Not on one hit, anyways.
Okay, then I will keep hitting them.
Yeah, you can hit them until you see one of them is starting to crack.
Okay.
We'll say the one on the left is cracking first.
Okay.
What would you like to do?
Keep hitting it.
Okay, cool. You hit it repeatedly, and it looks like there's a wall behind this door.
Okay.
If you keep hitting it, you just like slowly break down this door with Eldritch Blast after Eldritch Blast until you see the door is like mostly in tatters and there's just a wall that says "Ha" behind the door.
What about the other door?
Oh my gosh.
If you do the same process, yeah.
Okay. Then I'm gonna do both of them concentrated on the third door.
Shoot it over and over enough until you can see, yeah, there's a wall behind this one too.
Okay, I'm just gonna fly back over here now.
Okay.
Wait, what about the door? There's a door at the far end, right?
That is correct.
I think we're just wasting time with it.
I think we should just try and make sure.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna just.
You can shoot it from across the hall, right?
Yeah, I have that reach. I
You do.
believe.
And then if anything comes out, you just fly back, and I'll just slam the door behind you.
All right. So I'll do that to the last door.
So you take a long time. Abdul is like bored and like laying on the ground like, you guys are so boring. But yeah, you can shoot the door over and over and over and over and over until it looks like there's a wall behind that one too.
All right.
Okay.
So I'm
Well,
gonna.
now we know. So we will close. He'll fly back, and we'll close that door, and I'll mark with my sword another X on it.
All right.
Alright, so the middle door is now closed.
So I'm gonna do
X.
detect magic at this open door.
There is, in fact, an illusion of a floor in front of you.
All right. I'm gonna fly over here
Mhm.
quickly and do it in this door.
There is, in fact, an illusion of a floor in front of you.
Okay.
Can you float down to see what's below the illusion of the floor?
All right. I will do that to this room.
Yeah. There is a pit of spikes.
All right. I'll fly back over here. Try that.
There is a pit of spikes.
Okay.
And
Oh,
a door.
a pit of spikes and a door.
If you fly down into the pit of spikes, there's a bunch of spikes, but there's also a door in the pit.
I'm gonna do the blast on that door.
Do the blast.
You can shoot it repeatedly. This one is not responding to the Eldritch Blast. It like reverberates.
What about if I try some produce flame?
Yeah, you can produce flame. Like, it's a pretty solid door. Like, it seems to like sort
I
of be
think we
absorbing
still
the
get-
magic that you're taking, and it's not taking damage.
Okay. Oh, secret. Do you still have the grappling hook?
I may have lost it in the pit of vampires,
In the pit of what?
but I
Zombies.
have a crossbow.
She lost
and
it in
rope.
the zombie pit.
Didn't you have some kind of rope?
So she used
I have a
it
rope.
in
Yeah,
the.
a crossbow.
Okay, so you do have a rope though.
Yeah.
Can I borrow that?
Will you give it back to me?
I will do my best to not have it destroyed.
That's not the same thing, but
Okay, well, do you want me to open up this door or not?
Yes.
Okay.
Hi, Ropey. You were a good friend.
So I'm gonna take the rope and I'm gonna fly. So the door is flat, or is it like
So-
against a wall?
You are entering through a door like right here.
Yeah.
You come out, you go into the pit, and then there's a door on the side of
so
the
it-
wall.
Okay, so I'm gonna fly over to that. It has a doorknob though, right?
Mhm.
So I'm gonna tie the rope to the doorknob.
Mhm.
What kind of doorknob is it? Like a knob,
It's a
or is it like
twisty.
a? So I'm gonna twist it,
Mhm.
but not open it. Tie the rope around it, and then dash fly, pulling the door open with the rope from a distance.
The door opens.
Okay.
No lava pours out. No horde of insects spews forth to devour their victims. The door is open.
Okay. What do I see?
It looks like a different type of hallway.
Oh my gosh.
Ah!
Okay, I'm gonna do detect magic on that hallway.
Yeah, there's magic in there.
Is there illusionary magic on the
No.
floor?
No.
Okay.
So this
The
is
floor
just
is
a
not-
completely
The
different
floor is
room.
not an illusion, is it?
All right. So this looks like it's our best bet for advancing. How do we want to go about getting everyone over here, though?
Are you able to fly people?
I can fly people that are my size or smaller,
Which is most of the group.
minus
Most of the group.
minus
Abdul,
you.
Are you able to spirit me?
Or, wait a minute, how long is your rope?
What'd you say?
How long is your rope?
50 feet.
It's long enough.
So we could tie it and you could just slide down.
That's true.
So let's try that. And you could do that and I could fly the other ones across.
Okay. Am I the biggest?
Yeah.
Figures.
I mean, I'm a 13-year-old boy. That was sick most of his life. So, you're definitely bigger. So, I will fly up and get those three, fly them down, and then you're gonna try... So once you slide down, I will go back up and grab the end of the rope so that way we don't lose it.
Yeah.
Okay.
I would like you
Now,
to...
before I slide down, I'd like to mark this door.
Okay.
First, I'd like to make sure it's pushed all the way open and say, Abdul, please don't touch it.
Maybe.
This is why I was trying to brought him.
I'll give you a treat. I would like to mark both sides of the door with an arrow.
Okay. You could do that.
All right.
And then I'd like to slide down the rope into the other hall. And you checked to make sure this floor wasn't an illusion, right?
Correct.
It is not.
Okay.
Would you make a dex check for me for sliding down the rope? It's going to be a low DC. I want to make sure you just don't completely lose it and tumble into the pit.
I got a 14.
Yeah, you're fine.
Okay. So I got the end of the rope, and I get back down there, and I imagine my spell's about to wear off.
Seems like you've used it for about an hour.
Well, it's 10 minutes.
It's definitely been 10 minutes. I mean, the way you were describing, like, shooting it over and over and over.
Well, I mean, I didn't know how much shooting it over and over is,
imagining
since
him
each
going,
shot is
"Ooh,
6
ooh,
seconds.
ooh."
That's true. Yeah, you're right. You're good. But we'll say 10 minutes is about up. So
Okay. So I
gently come to earth.
Alright, so what does this room look like now?
Yeah, so we are in a completely different looking room. Congratulations. Here, there is... so it's still a fairly long hall, so you can leave one wall.
Okay.
But the room is 40 feet wide instead of 20. And there is two things. And then stop right there. Oh, my bad.
Sorry.
It's fine. No, you're good. So right here, there's a wall down the center.
Like going straight across, or
Here,
just...
I'll just draw it. I should just do this one. Yep, like this. And here, there is a statue, which is fairly tall. There is a mist that goes across there, and there is a track
that goes over the mist?
that goes through the mist,
Oh, through it.
and there is a cart on wheels that is on the track right there. And then here, there is a door.
Alright.
So, what would you like to do?
So I could try my unseen servant again if we want to wait. Does that sound like a plan?
Abdul is going to be like, ooh, I like this room. I remember this one.
Oh, what did you like about it, Abdul?
It's funny.
I bet it is.
It really is. I don't want to spoil it for you, but it's really great.
Did you hang out in here for a long time?
No, it's pretty easy to get out of this room.
Can we convince you to spoil it for us?
No.
Secret telepathic. I'm like, I hate this guy.
I like him.
So, what are we thinking? There's a door over there. I don't know if we want to try just opening it, or I can make my servant come back and have it open it.
I would say...
There's also a sign on the end of the right there.
Okay.
We didn't detect.
There's a
We
sign?
detected magic,
If
but
you
we
go
didn't
closer,
detect
we'll
any illusionary magic, did we?
There is no illusionary magic, and there's
You know the
there's
school
no
magic?
magic on this side of the room. It's all on the other side.
Alright, so I'm gonna move it up then. And
Do
then
we
you
know
said
the
there's a
school of
sign.
magic?
Yeah. So if you move up there, there is a sign.
Are you moving up, Noel?
Why don't I? Because I can't fly or anything. So why don't I stay back until you verify that?
Well, I'm already like up in front of the sign. So I'm across the room right now.
I'm gonna stay behind. Let me know what it says though.
Alright.
So there's an arrow pointing to the left, and it says Orb of Inclination Detection, and an arrow to the right that says Exit.
So, arrow to the right, exit, orb of...
Inclination Detection. And so
I'm gonna look over there.
yeah, if you look over there on the far end, there is a statue of a man, and he's holding an orb in his hand that seems to be glowing light blue.
So this mist that's over there, is it like completely shrouded like the entire area?
So it's ceiling to floor.
Yeah, that's...
It doesn't seem to be moving towards you or away from you. It's just like sort of hovering in place.
Hovering in place. So... Wait a minute. They don't have gust.
What'd you say?
He does not have gust.
Yeah.
A real shame.
And
Can
the
I,
cart, so with our
oh, wait,
cart
okay,
being
so
there, is there a floor?
I'd like to
Answer that in a second.
go with him to the end of the room.
Yeah, you can
near
walk.
the, near where the mist is,
Mhm.
or near where
The sign is.
orb is.
Yeah.
And I'd like to use my divine sense to see if I can detect good or evil.
Nothing. No celestials, no fiends, no undead. That is detect good or evil, right? I'm not crazy.
I have an idea. So is there a floor? I mean, it's either that or it's like you can tell their alignment, which there's nobody there. So is there a floor there, or is it just a trap?
By a hollow spell.
So it's a floor with like a track that you sort of like train tracks that the cart is on that you could push up to the statue if you wanted to.
So
there is a floor.
So I'm gonna step on the floor. Alright, I have an idea, but I need to rest, because a short rest I get my spell slots back, right?
Correct. As a warlock you do.
I need to rest, and while we rest I'll get a servant, but I have an idea.
What's your idea?
I'm gonna use my servant for the cart, just in case I need it. But I can thunder step to and from. You just need to get away from me. So that way you don't get hurt. But that would teleport me across.
Okay.
Alright, so I'm gonna rest. So I'm gonna do the unseen servant, and I'm gonna inspect the jewel, and I'm gonna get some HP here too.
So you can't do all of those things. I think if you're summoning the servant,
well, it just depends on how long the rest is.
That takes 10 minutes.
Yeah, so if we do a 2-hour rest.
Okay, sure. Yeah.
Alright, so I just gained 6 life. And got the servant. Well, I'll do the servant last. And I'll inspect the pendant again. So that's 23.
Yeah, so you can see them talking. Like, you can see the devil talking to the figure. You can start to see details. You can see people. There's an older man with like a graying beard. He's starting to bald, talking to this. You can see a younger woman who's like weeping and talking to the same devil that you talked to. And then you can see yourself starting to talk to this devil, and you recognize it as the room that you were talking to it in before. And it's very out of body. It's like watching a recording of yourself.
Okay.
Like if somehow someone were to create a device where you could watch yourself, and maybe even other people could watch you from a distance, it would feel like watching a screen doing that. It's a rather, makes you sort of twitch.
Huh.
Which,
All right. So I'll do that. And now out of it, I'm going to have my unseen servant start pushing the cart.
Mm-hmm. So the unseen servant is able to push up to how much weight? It has a strength of 2.
Yeah.
Oh, no, it can perform simple tasks that a human servant could do. So, yeah, it's able to push the cart. It is able to push the cart through the mist without any effect. And when he pushes it up to the base of the statue, there's like a click, and the grasp on the orb like opens, and the fingers go down.
So it didn't take any damage from the mist.
No, and it's just like resting there.
I still don't trust it. So, Secret, how about you take the others and get back?
I get the others and I get back.
Okay, so you guys are going to go over there. You might want to cover your ears. It's going to be loud.
I plug my ears.
All right, so first I'm going to thunder step over to it and grab the orb.
Yeah, you can thunder step over and you grab the orb. And when you do, a tiny little door is going to open, like click, 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 click.
Where?
Between where you are now and the other door that says exit.
Oh, so like right here?
Yep. So there's a tiny little passageway that you can walk to.
How tiny is this passageway?
Can I do detect magic or arcana on the orb?
Mm-hmm. It is in fact magical.
Okay.
And it is. I am terrible with remembering schools of magic.
Well, I mainly just wanted to confirm it was magical. Can I do an arcana check to see what kind of...
Yes, School of Illusion.
Okay. Mm-hmm. But can it do anything for me? That's what I'm wondering. Like if it's an item, that'd be worth...
So you currently have it, and you don't know what it does right now. You may make a check if you would like.
Yes. 13.
You cannot discern any purpose, but it is glowing light blue.
Alright, I'll put it in my bag.
Can I, from where I'm standing, am I able to do an arcana check on it?
Too far back.
Yeah.
If you get a close look at it, maybe, but...
But it's in my bag. I'll open up the door.
Mm-hmm. It is...
Or actually, I'll have my servant open up the door since he's over there.
Yeah.
And I'm going to stand back.
That's fine. It just opens, and there's a passageway. It's like a gentle slope.
Greeks, let's get over here.
It's just a gentle slope down, right across.
So it would just get me here, basically?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay. So you see me emerge from down here. Mm-hmm. All right. I think we could probably advance from here now.
Okay. So do we want to check to see if that doorway, if this is the final room, if that leads to...
Well, here, let's back up and let's have my servant open up this last door.
Yeah, sounds good.
All right, so he opens it.
Yeah. There's no effect. You see a large rectangular room that's decently lit. And there are 4 chests that are on slightly raised platforms.
All right, so...
Oh my goodness.
And then on the very far end, there's a door.
Okay, I'm going to do detect magic on the floor again. Well, on the room in general.
The floor is not an illusion.
Okay. Now I'm
We've
going to
been trying before.
walk
it's true.
through.
It's true.
And how high up are these chests?
So as you walk into this room, you can erase all that. Here, I'll switch the view for a second.
And I would like to walk forward as well.
Yeah. So in this room,
I find like the eraser is worse than these lower ones.
that's fair. We'll leave this one and just extend it. These platforms are about 5 feet elevated.
But there's a stair up to them?
Yep.
What are they? Different colors or are they wooden?
They are all different colors.
Okay.
Thanks for asking.
Are they magical? Using detect magic?
Yes. Each of the chests is magical.
From the same school?
What school?
You're Bane.
I hate that
we
question.
We just wanted to test you.
Okay,
No,
we hate
it's
mystery
fine.
rooms like this, so
This
it's
is your
vengeance.
magical-
I know. It's cool.
In the school of magic.
Okay, what I'm wondering right now is if all these rooms are adding up to rooms of their own, or if this is all just one giant room that's connected like a maze.
Each of the chests has abjuration magic on it.
What does that mean?
It is magic that blocks, protects, sometimes banishes.
Okay.
Oh gosh.
Well, my servant can reach up there though, right?
There
'Cause you
is
said
also in right here a sign.
Alright, I'm gonna read the sign.
Yeah. The sign says 2 of the chests lie.
Okay. So then first I'm gonna run up to the chests and read them each.
Yep. So the one right here, the closest
I was
one
about to
is
start
red.
Talking to the chest.
Okay. Oh, I'll write them in the color, I guess that. Okay, it's red.
Uh-huh. Then
But what does it say?
Here, we'll turn on the overhead for this. It says green lies, yellow doesn't have the key.
Oh, it's the logic puzzle. Wait, let me get a pencil. Wait,
You can get the pencil.
Key.
and specifically, the sign says 2 of the chests lie.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
And the writing is on the chests.
Okay, and so chest one. Okay, so
You are
red-
so excited right now.
Uh-huh.
wait, can you say the order in which the chests appear
Yeah, so this
from left to right?
Wait.
yeah, so first we have red. And then directly above it there is blue.
What does the blue one say?
The blue one says green lies. Red doesn't.
Wait, before you say what they say, can you give the order?
Yeah, so it's red, blue, yellow, green.
Blue, yellow, green. Okay.
Okay, green
And then
lies,
you tried
red.
the blue one.
Sorry, say that again.
You read the blue one rather first.
I read the red one first, and it says green lies, yellow has no key. And then the blue one says.
Lies, yellow.
Oh, no. Sorry, I misread that. The second one says yellow lies. So the first one, so red says green lies, yellow no key.
Mhm.
The blue one says yellow lies. Red does not have the key.
Yellow lies, red no key.
Okay, so what about this? Is the green one right here?
So next up should be yellow.
No, sorry, that's the yellow one.
Okay, so this is the green one down here?
Mhm.
Alright, that's the next one I read.
Alright, so the green one says blue lies,
Mhm.
green does have the key.
Green has key. Okay.
And the yellow
Oh.
one
Says red lies.
says red lies, blue has key.
Blue has the key.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Oh wait, I guess I would do that one in black.
I'm so excited. Okay. So, and two are true, it says, right? Or two, did it say 2 lie?
It says 2 of the chests lie.
Okay. So, first off, David, it doesn't necessarily mean that only 2 of the chests are lying.
That is
But if we were to say yellow lies, red doesn't have key. If we say that one's true, that means. Alright, because then that. No.
What I'm thinking is that we should figure out. I feel like if it was 2 of them are telling the truth, it would say 2 are telling the truth. The fact that it says 2 are lying makes me think that it's more than that. And we should first try to figure out which chest would have to be true for 3 of them to be lying. Let me see here. So green. So let's just say for to start, and all the chests are the exact same, except
Yes.
for the color.
Other than their color, they all look identical.
Okay.
Well, what if we...
Let's just say red. Let's just say red is the one lying to start. That would mean that yellow had the key, and that the green was lying. And if green is lying, that means blue was true and green had no key. Green, no key. And if blue was lying, that means red would have the key and yellow was telling the truth. Which is impossible. Okay. So we know that red, I guess that would mean red is one of the true ones. So let me put that to the side for now and say that.
Why are we saying the red is true?
What are you saying?
Why are we saying red is true?
Because if I go with the assumption that red is lying, then eventually it doesn't work out. Because eventually we get to the fact that red is lying. When we get to yellow, we would have to be saying yellow is telling the truth, and one of yellow's phrases is that red is lying. Or sorry, reverse that. Yellow is lying, which means that it would be red is telling the truth, which conflicts with our original assumption of.
So if we're saying red is true, then we're saying yellow doesn't have the key, and that green is lying, which green says that green has the key, and blue lies. So that means blue is telling the truth, which means red doesn't have the key, which means that blue has the key.
Yeah. Sorry, say that again. You did that assuming red was true?
So if we're saying that red is true, it says green lies. So if green is lying, green says that blue lies. But since that's a lie, then we would have to go with that part being true, because green also wouldn't have the key. So if we're saying that blue is truthful, and it's saying yellow lies, and red doesn't have the key. So if red doesn't have the key, and the other ones are saying... Oh wait, no, because...
Let me do this again real fast because I did assuming that red was lying, but let me go through assuming that red was telling the truth. So if red's telling the truth, that means green, the yellow has no key.
Yeah, so if yellow has no key, green... So if we're saying...
Then, wait, hold on. So red is true, green is lying. So let's say it's right about that. Green is lying, which means that blue is true, and the green has no key.
Correct. The green doesn't have a key, but red also wouldn't have a key. But also...
No, just yellow would have the key.
Well, no, it says red doesn't have the key on blue.
What I'm saying is, on the red chest, if we assume it's true...
Yes.
Then it says yellow has no key.
Correct.
So that's correct, that yellow wouldn't have a key.
Yes.
It also says green is lying. And on green, it says green has key.
Correct. So both of those couldn't have a key. But on blue, it said red doesn't have a key. But blue says red doesn't have one. So that means blue would have to have it. Which also lines up with the fact that we're saying yellow lies, because yellow is saying blue has key.
Yeah. That's what I'm thinking.
that would contradict that, and that would make it truthful.
Yeah. So I'm thinking that blue has it and red and blue may be true.
Yeah, but if blue has it, then we're saying that yellow isn't lying because yellow says blue has key. So to confirm, blue it says yellow lies, red doesn't. Does that mean red doesn't lie or red doesn't have key?
No, red has no key.
Because that's how I wrote it, so I wanted to confirm.
Blue.
Yeah, red is.
What does blue say?
Yeah, blue is yellow lies, red has no key.
Correct.
Okay, because that's not how I wrote it, so that's how I wanted to make sure.
They
Yeah,
are
and
all
so
either all of them say one chest is lying and then give a statement about someone having or not having a key.
What if we went with blue and yellow being truthful?
So let's say, so blue, but blue says yellow lies.
Oh, you're right. What if we said blue and green is truthful? Oh, wait, no, then, yeah, that could still work.
Green says blue lies.
Huh? Yeah, so if we're saying yellow and green,
Oh, I thought we just agreed that red was true. But hold on, let me.
are we sure that red is true, though? Because if we feel like red is true, I'm not really sure if we come up with a solution here. Because if red is true, green is lying.
Say red is true, that means yellow has no key. No key. And green is lying. Green says green has a key. So that would be a lie. It has no key. So that's two that automatically have no key, with yellow and green.
Wait. Oh, that means green lies.
Yeah. So then we would say if green is lying, then when it says blue lies, that's false. So blue is telling the truth.
Are we sure that both statements have to be lies,
wait,
though, in order for them to be lies?
Let me go through. I did think about that, but let me go through just pretending that they're both the same. So blue is telling the truth, which means yellow is lying. And red has no key. Yellow is lying, which means red is telling the truth, which works out. And blue has no key, which works out. Yeah, I think I'm right, because I feel like that works out.
So what chest has the key, then?
Then blue would have the key.
Okay, well, that's what I was thinking before, but that only works if we're saying that they could be half truths, because otherwise yellow contradicts blue having the key. Because yellow specifically says blue has key. So if we're saying
but yellow is lying.
Yes, but if we're saying yellow is lying and we're saying the lies are in its entirety, then blue can't have the key, which means that the chest wouldn't be in blue, because red says blue has key.
Yellow
says. It doesn't.
I mean, yellow says blue has key, which we're saying yellow lies.
No.
That is what's written on that chest.
Wait, let me read what I just said. On red, let's say assume red is true. It's saying, like, I'm marking down next to them.
Yeah.
Yellow, no key.
Correct.
Green is lying.
Correct.
Green says green has key, so I put no key next to green.
Correct.
Wait, what does you have green? Oh yeah. No, you're good.
Yeah. So green says green has key next to it, so I put no key next to green because that's a lie.
Correct.
It says blue lies.
Correct.
So I went down and said assume blue is telling the truth.
All right.
So blue is telling the truth. That means red has no key.
Yes.
Red, no key. So I put no key next to red. So
Yes.
that gives us 3 that have no key next to it.
Yes, which I'm following that, and I said earlier that I thought it was blue. The only thing is that in order for this to be accurate, we have to accept the fact that there could be half truths in here, because if you look at what yellow says blue has key. So if we're saying that yellow is lying, that means if we're saying it's lying in its entirety, every aspect of it, then blue can't have key. So us going with blue would be us saying that we can accept half
Okay,
truths.
so then let's try it with blue then. So blue, let me work this out. Let's assume blue is telling the truth.
Okay, so blue is telling the
Let's say
truth.
blue is telling the truth. Red has no key, and it's right about yellow lying. So if yellow lying, then blue has no key, and red is telling the truth. If red is telling the truth, then yellow has key, and green is lying. If green is lying, then green has no key, and blue is telling the truth. So that works out, actually.
Saying that yellow has the key?
Saying that yellow has the key and blue is telling the truth. Let me
Okay.
follow it to the end just to make sure.
So you were saying that yellow lies, so we're not believing what yellow says.
So saying, yes, so not believing what yellow says.
But
Yellow
then,
says red lies, so we're believing what red says. Red says green lies.
wait, then we can't do that because red says yellow has no key. So if we're saying red is telling the truth, then yellow can't have it.
Wait, no. But it's lying about it.
No, you said that red was telling the truth in this one, I thought. Which ones are you saying are the truth for with blue?
I said yellow is telling the truth.
Okay, so blue and yellow are telling the truth.
Oh, sorry. I said it backwards.
Okay.
So blue is right about yellow lying.
Okay.
Then red is actually telling truth.
But then we're right back to the idea of red telling the truth, and it's the same issue.
So that doesn't work out. Okay.
Yeah.
So we've eliminated 2.
So if we say that yellow is true.
Okay. So let's try with yellow then.
So red lies, so that means green is telling the truth as well, which means blue lies.
Wait, okay, so hold on. I was going by the key first. Hold on. So if yellow is telling the truth, then blue has key. Okay. And red is lying. Red is saying green lies, and yellow no key. So that would mean yellow has key.
But it can't have the key because we're saying yellow is telling the truth, which means blue should have the key.
But, I mean, there's a possibility that 2 could have a key.
I suppose we mark that out of the realm of possibility.
So, let's say yellow has key.
There's only one door in this room?
Yellow's telling the truth.
There is one door in this room.
Can I check the door to see if it has 2 locks?
You may check the door to see if it
Okay,
has 2
I
locks.
do that.
It has 1 lock.
Okay. So it doesn't make any sense that we would need 2 keys if there's only 1 lock.
But I'm saying if we can just, I mean, there's nothing that says they can only be 2. So I think we should just leave it open and see how it works out.
So you're saying that it's in yellow?
So if we assume yellow is true to start, blue, it says blue has the key, so I put key by blue.
I mean, 2 of these scenarios, we ended on blue having the key.
Same with yellow.
I don't think we had yellow having the key where it made sense. Blue had the key, and it made sense for one, and then it made sense for the other as long as we were doing half choose.
Let's just go through a full cycle and see how it works out before we start wondering about...
So what happens if we're saying green is telling the truth?
Well, we haven't finished yellow yet.
We haven't?
No. You started asking questions about if there were 2 keys.
Well, actually, it's pretty simple if we're saying that green is telling the truth, and that means green has the key.
But you're, again, assuming there's only 1 key.
Yes.
Yeah, so I'm just saying, let's just work it out, like work through it and see if it works out. Because we don't know how many keys there are. There could be a fake key and a real key, you know.
Abdul, can you tell us how many keys there are?
Oh my goodness.
Probably somewhere between 1 and 4, if I had to guess.
Can I try persuading him to be forthright?
Yeah.
While you do that, I'm going to work on the book.
My persuasion was 22.
Cool. He'll say, well, just for you, 1 key.
All right. Can I do insight to see if I tell him?
You can do insight to see if you believe him.
Oh, that's a 1.
He is as loosely concerned with the truth as
Always.
always.
All right.
I was going to use a metaphor, but it's probably best not to.
All right. So if we are believing what he's saying, then there's only 1 key.
He's lied to me almost the entire time.
Well, he's lied to me too, but it's hard to tell.
I wouldn't go by what Abdul said. Let's see. So assuming green is telling the truth and blue is lying. If blue is lying, that means red would have the key. And green would have the key. Green.
Well, if we think that there's 2 keys, that gives us a 50-50 shot if we just guess.
Yellow is telling the truth. That means blue has no key. And red is lying. If red is lying, that means yellow would have a key. And green would be telling the truth. So green can tell the truth. Okay, so that worked out.
What worked out?
That scenario with green telling the truth, that means both green, yellow, and red would all have keys, and blue would be the only one with no keys.
Which one are you saying are lies if we were saying that green is true?
If green is true, then blue lies, which means yellow is telling the truth, which means red is lying. So let me check with red real fast. Red telling the truth. And that means yellow.
That seems like a lot of keys, and that makes it very easy to just open up a chest. If it's trying to be difficult, it doesn't make any sense for it to increase the probability of just guessing the chest.
Yellow, no key. Green's telling the truth. No key. Blue is lying. Blue has the key.
Reeks is floating along the ceiling, just bored.
Blue has no key. So I just did it with red, telling the truth, which is the first one that I guessed, or the first one I ran. And that one gives us, with 1, just red having the key.
Wait, it gave us red having the key? Before it gave us blue having the key.
Oh, well, I just read it. I just went through it, and it was red having the key. I'm just going through them all real fast. Let me go through blue to see which one only gives us 1.
It doesn't seem like any of them only gave us just 1. If we're saying that everything about it is true.
I mean, you can do red on your end and see if you come up with it as well, but that one just gave me 1.
Well, the thing is, if we're saying that red is true, then green lies. If green's lying, then blue is true. If blue is true, yellow's lying, which means that blue has the key.
No.
And
if yellow is lying and yellow says blue has the key, that means blue doesn't have the key.
Yes, that was the issue that we came across earlier. Because if we're saying blue is telling the truth, then red can't have the key. But if we're saying that green is lying, then blue has to be true.
Wait. I don't think... So if I said red is telling the truth to start, that means that green is lying and yellow has no key. So I put no key next to yellow.
Correct, but green also says that blue lies.
If we say green is lying. That means green can also not have the key. So I put no key next to green.
Well, green says that it has the key. So if it's lying,
Yeah.
technically.
So we're saying if it lies, that means it's wrong.
Yeah, so it has no key, but it's also saying that blue is lying.
But, which means...
That means blue's telling the truth. Which if blue's telling the truth, then that means that red doesn't have the key.
Every time I do it alone...
I'm just going to have my servant open up the blue chest.
Okay, so the servant goes over, turns the handle, and opens up this blue chest, and there is an eruption of ice spewing in all directions. And
Wait a minute. In none of the scenarios did we come up with blue having the key.
I would like everyone
I came up with multiple scenarios where blue had the key.
to make a dexterity saving throw.
Wait, everybody, but I'm so far away from it.
It is an explosion. It is a 40-foot radius.
Wait.
You are within 40
thank God,
feet.
I got a 22.
What kind of thing is it?
Dexterity.
Dexterity, so that's 16.
Okay. So you both pass, and that means you both take 13 points of damage as these shards of ice rip through the air. And
Next time, can we agree before we open one up?
I mean, you didn't really object when I said I was opening it.
My internet connection was out. The first thing I heard was, and he opens up the blue chest.
I don't know. When we first started looking at this, blue came up as the one in 2 of the scenarios. So now we can at least mark it off.
I don't have it written down for any. I have red as the one that's consistently coming up as having the key.
Oh, well, that's not the way that we concluded it when we started this.
Let me check really quickly. Yellow.
But we can now confirm it does not have the key.
you can confirm
Yellow
that.
is true. Blue has no key, and red is blind. Red is
So
blind.
if blue doesn't have the key, then anything that says that blue has the key.
Hold on.
So we know yellow's lying. So if red's lying, then...
Wait, hold on. I'm going to put you on mute real fast so I can think.
Okay. True. So if that's true, then green is lying. So that means that this would still have to be true. Which means that yellow doesn't have the queen. Green does have the key. I feel like it's green.
She has us on mute.
Well, I mean, technically I could just go ahead and open it if I feel like that's the case.
If you want to, you can, but I'm not going to tell you what happens until she unmutes us.
So my servant, I imagine, is down.
Yes.
So I'm going to come all the way over here to this far corner, and I'm going to start the ritual again for Unseen Servant.
Okay.
Did you picture it taking us this long in this?
I did not. I thought the first one might take a while, but after a single chest was opened, I thought it would go much quicker.
Yes.
Because if it's wrong, then you have definitive information about, like, nope, this person is lying or this person is telling the truth, and then you can probably work it out from there.
Yes. Which I feel like I have. I know you can't tell me, but I feel like I have.
Yeah.
So, whenever I...
What was that?
Whenever I go through them, red is the only... I mean, I don't know what you're getting each time you're going through.
I have
but
green.
red is... Huh?
I have green.
Okay, red is the only one that's coming up consistently for me as having the key each time.
So if we look at it like this, we know that blue doesn't have the key. So if you look at yellow, it says blue has key. So we know definitively yellow's lying. So based off of that, we know that red is telling the truth, which means that green is lying, which green is saying green has key, which if it's lying about that, that means it has the key. Oh wait,
Yeah.
no,
No.
that doesn't work.
So I was going the opposite way. Blue does not have key. Yellow is lying.
How?
Yellow is lying. That means red is
Oh,
telling
yeah.
the truth, which is the thing I started off with. I feel like we should just go with. I think we should just try red. I don't know why, but that was my first instinct, and I keep getting consistent answers.
But
Tom is.
But I'm confused because blue says that red doesn't have key. And with yellow being true, yellow's being a lie, and we're saying that red is true, that means green is lying, which means that blue is telling the truth. I'm fine with trying the red one. I'm just going to try it at the furthest I can be.
Okay.
Alright, so it looks like to me, I'm going to stand over here, and I have my servant that I'm imagining I got summoned up at this point.
So you spend 10
Are
minutes.
you coming over by me too?
You're gonna have your unseen servant open it?
Yeah.
Yeah, then I'll come over by you.
Alright, so servant opens it.
So you go over into the corner, you open the chest, and there is a giant fireball.
Oh my
which
gosh.
does not reach you, but it envelops all 4 of the chests,
Okay.
and the servant is dissipated.
Alright, well, if we keep up doing this, I could just get the servant again, and we'll go to this other corner.
Okay.
And let's have it open up the green one next. Why not?
So that means that blue is true and yellow is true.
But yellow can't be true because blue doesn't have the key.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, sorry. I meant yellow is false.
Yeah,
Blue is true and yellow is false.
Which one says? Yeah.
So that means red is true. Can I search elsewhere in the room for the key?
Sure, make an investigation.
Wait, if we're saying that yellow has no key, I'm just gonna have the servant go for green.
14.
You don't find a key anywhere else in the room.
I'm gonna have the servant go for green now, and we're on the further corner now.
Okay. So you go for green. You open it up. There's no explosion.
Alright.
However,
Oh.
as you look up, you're like, huh, and all the ceiling is starting to drop a gas.
Are you kidding me?
That is slowly descending in the room. I am not kidding you.
Oh my gosh.
Alright, so let's run over here.
So
Let's
we
run
do
over here,
have a-
and we're gonna have the servant open up the yellow box.
I sprint
it
for
is
the door.
descending over the entire room.
Yep, I'm having the servant open up the yellow box. It's the last one.
Yep. He runs up to open the yellow box, and there is a flash, and a lightning bolt just shoots out and just destroys the servant.
Okay.
He's obliterated.
Yeah.
Open all chests.
Am I out of the room yet? By the
So all the chests are open and empty.
All of the chests are open.
They're not
So I'm gonna run up and inspect each of the chests.
So as you run up and inspect each of the chests, they are all empty.
Okay. I'm gonna push them
The
off the
vendor-
pedestals.
I'd like you to make a strength check to do that. Which one are you pushing first?
I'm by green, so I guess green. Strength?
Am I out of the room by this point? I've been sprinting.
No, we're not. We're in the room because we came in here from Oh, I guess we could have gone out the door.
Yeah, I was running for the door to escape the gas.
The door behind you is
so
locked.
that's 14. Oh, the door we came through is blocked?
The door you came in through is locked now. You try to open
Wait,
it.
when did we close it?
Yeah, I don't recall saying we closed it.
Abdul waves at you.
Okay, well I got 14. Do I push the stupid chest over?
Can
Can you help me with these chests, Secret?
So, a 14 is you're like, "Argh!" and you can feel it's right there, but you don't quite have it.
Alright, can you help me? We should do something here. And even with my
I
passive perception, I didn't
point
see
to the
anything with
chest
his
and
chest.
burrow a shoulder as I plate mail armor and crash into it.
I'll just say the two of you together are able to push it over. You knock the chest off. It falls to the ground. There's nothing beneath the green chest.
Okay.
The mist
Wait,
is
I'm gonna
about
try the
halfway
door.
down the room now.
I'm gonna try the door.
So you're just gonna try to open the door?
Yes.
It is unlocked.
Are you kidding me?
Alright, come
Okay.
on! I swing the door open!
Sprint for the friggin' door.
So you all make a sprint.
Father,
You all make a run for the door,
Oh my god.
and you make it out the room. And as you do this, you reach the foyer where you first entered into the temple.
Oh my goodness.
oh, glory.
And Abdul is going to give you a bow and say, "Thanks for coming. This was wonderful."
Let's kill him.
As we pant, heaving, and stare at him, I resist the urge to give him the tightest, smallest hug around his little neck.
Abdul is going to just smile and wave, and then he's going to just start like flying up the. Because if you recall, the main entryway that you walked into was pretty tall, sort of like a cathedral, like at the very front, tall. So he just starts like flying up, and he's like, "Anyways, feel free to come back come back anytime. We'll probably have like new relics in like a week.
You
if
already
wanna
said we
come
can't
back."
have him.
Come back anyways. It'll be fine. Yeah, welcome
Abdul
anytime.
wants to murder us.
And so he just flies up his little chain up to the very top of this thing, and you see he opens a door up in there, and he just like walks through the door and then closes it behind him.
I hate that
Hey.
guy.
Hey, do you want to float up there and see what's up there, Klaus?
No.
What if there's a relic up there?
Isn't that what we grabbed? Are those items relics, or are they just items?
You do have relics.
Okay, never mind then.
Okay. What?
I sprint out the front door, leap to the ground, and say, "Land!"
What time of day is it?
At this point, you have taken 2 long rests and multiple short rests. We will assume that you ate during some of those short rests. We'll say it's nighttime. It's been about a day that you spent in there.
Okay, well, I guess we could go to the smallest temple now.
Wow, it's been a day in that temple getting tortured.
Unless you want to rest. Actually, I'm feeling
I'm
pretty
good.
winded. I lost a
Let's
decent.
get us some relics.
Well, I lost a decent amount of health in there. But sure, let's try the smallest room. The smaller
Surely
one.
they can't fit that many monsters in the smaller one.
Right, so we go to the
Just go down
triangle
this
one.
way.
All right, so let's end the session here, because we finished a temple, and starting a new temple seems like a big deal. So
Unless it's as short as Morida's.
it is not a temple of Morida. It's a little more interactive than that. But I hope that you had a wonderful time in the Temple of the God of Chaos.
Utter chaos.
Oh, can I inspect that orb thing?
Oh yeah, you can inspect the orb thing.
That's an unnatural 20.
The only magic that you can detect so far is that it glows.
Why so many of these things take so many
Can I-
checks?
Can I do a religion check on it?
Yeah.
Ooh, I got a 25.
Yeah, it looks like a glowing ball.
Oh, good. Well done.
What did you roll on your inspection?
Unnatural 20.
That's good enough. You're pretty confident there's not any magic here other than the glowing light thing.
Whatever, I'm gonna keep it anyway.
Wait, I thought there was something inside of it.
No.
Can I check my pendant one more time?
Yes, you may.
So that's 25.
Yeah, with the 25, you can hear with this vision, you can see like an exact replay of yourself and the conversation you had with this devil.
Okay.
And then you can see yourself start to walk through into the next room where the chests were and where Abdul was. And it doesn't stop when you left the devil. It like kept following you, this view. And you can watch it for a little bit. How long do you want to watch it?
How long will that give me an inkling of what this thing does?
So you just keep staring at this thing that's around your neck. And you're just watching like a video replay of what you did.
Is this just spying on me? Can I do a check on that?
Sure.
What kind of check is that?
Investigation. Or
alright, that's 14.
I mean, clearly it is seeing what you're doing.
Okay. But it's recording things. Can I fast forward and rewind it?
Doesn't seem to be a way to do that.
So it's just
Can
very...
you put it down, flip it, and reverse it?
What?
Nothing down, flip it, and reverse it.
Oh my. Alright.
So as you continue to stare at this thing, befuddled, as you have emerged with 5 magical items of varying degrees of potency and power, but none of them too shabby, we're going to call it for the night.
Okay.
And we will see the rest of you, I'm not sure when.
Saturday?
That's true. Saturday. See, this is why I don't keep the schedule, because I forget things like that. Like 3 days, whatever, it's too far. Yep. On Saturday. See you then.